What is going on, everyone? My name is Jared Haas, and welcome to the best seat of the track. This weekend, NASCAR is at the hallowed grounds of Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Frontstretch has boots on the ground this week, and joining me is Stephen Stumpf. Stephen, it is a pleasure to have you here at Indianapolis. You were there and also at IRP. That is the topic that I want to talk about this week, starting with it. We had the Truck Series at IRP, a pretty eventful race where multiple leaders got spun out, a lot of hard racing, a lot of action on track. I can't even talk right now, but that's okay. Then we had the road course with the Xfinity Series. A relatively tame race. AJ Allmendinger scores the win. Relatively had a issue with the pit stop. Got back up with strategy. What is your overall thoughts? Are we going to see going back to tradition? Do you think more of the road course? All three series need to go back to IRP? What are your thoughts on that?
My first thought is, why not both? I was at IRP last night, and the broadcast, obviously, it probably was an amazing race there, but watching up in the box, it was even more incredible there. In my opinion, the Truck Series should have never left the track back in 2011. It's great that they have it back. It was a really fun, exciting race, even despite all of the incidents that happened at the very end. And I would hope that the Xfinity Series is back there next year as well, because the truck race was a sold-out crowd. As for Indianapolis and the road course, I think it's also been a very fun event, and I think just the allure of racing here is enough for many drivers to want to keep going here. So my thought is, again, why not do both races? It'd be quite a spectacle.
So you're talking about an Indianapolis Double Dip.
Yes.
Well, I'll give you my thoughts. I think IRP, first and foremost, the trucks, I'm in agreement with you. They should have never left. I think Xfinity could be held as well. The Cup Series, though, I'm still hesitant. As you know, I'm a big fan of Xfinity and Truck Series being separate the Cup Series. But also, too, with this new next-gen car, this is more built for road course racing. So if you're going to have something nearby and do the road course, that's fine. It would have been interesting to see the next-gen racing here at this Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the oval version, because we've seen these higher speed tracks, not really compared to in banking, but in size. You had Auto Club, relatively decent racing. So we'll see with that package how much we're going to see in action on Sunday. Last year was a lot of racing, a lot of excitement with those turtles, as some people would call, but they were removed in the curving. Interesting race, like I said, last year. Hopefully we'll see something a little less chaotic. Steven, though, go ahead.
I do want to add something. If the Cup Series has never raced at IRP, and if they would, the facility would need an upgrade, because the seating, it was a sold-out crowd, but the seating is not that big, so they would need some upgrades. But again, I think if the goal is to maybe do both races, maybe at some different points of the year, I think it's definitely a track worth upgrading to have the Cup Series there.
That's why I agree. That's why I kind of made my point. The Cup Series is not ready for that. Steven, I want to break some news with you that you kind of broke with us, too. As you were reporting, Kaz Grala has been tabbed to ride the number 48 Big Machine Racing car at Watkins Glen. He was there at Indianapolis Road Course. What were your overall thoughts when you talked to Kaz Grala about getting this ride? And like I said, this has been a carousel of drivers since Jay Buford was let go due to performance issues.
Yeah, I got to interview Kaz yesterday at IRP. He said that he's very excited for the opportunity, especially since the team has won a race and they're obviously up to doing great things. He also said that along with being confirmed for Watkins Glen, he said that he's going to run around 5 races in the 48 this year. He said that beyond Watkins Glen, the races he currently has up in the air, I believe today was race number 3 that he had in the 48. But regardless, it's a good opportunity for him to show what he can do, especially since he's been a pretty good road course racer. So he'll also do pretty well at Watkins Glen, I imagine. And we'll see how he does compared to everyone else in the 48.
Yeah, correct. Well, like I said, Kaz Grala, he made his Cup Series debut at the Daytona Road Course, subbing for Austin Dillon, and ran pretty well in that race. So big machine racing, leaning on experience. And hopefully they can turn that into a big run. Steven, it is time for our Cup Series pick. And last weekend, Phil Alloway joined the broadcast with us for Pocono. And let's just say I'm embarrassed with this screen. Last weekend, our picks with Phil Alloway, he picked Denny Hamlin. I picked Kyle Busch. Pretty good 1-2 finish, except NASCAR disqualified him. Obviously, Denny finished ahead of Kyle. I could have picked any other driver and got a point for Phil, but I picked Kyle Busch. So the track driver gets the point again due to disqualification. Steven, hopefully this time disqualification doesn't play into our picks. Who do you have kissing the brakes at Indianapolis Motor Speedway?
Now, I think the easy answer is Chase Elliott, because he's riding a string of 5 straight 1-2 finishes and 3 wins in the last 5 races. And he's also the active driver leading in road course wins. However, I'm going to go with Tyler Reddick. I also talked with Chase earlier today, and he said that they're not where they are at the moment. They qualified 8th, so they have a little bit of work to do. That's what he said. On the other hand, Reddick straight up beat Chase at Road America for his first career win. He's followed it up with another pole today. He also he's leading the Chevrolets in qualifying and looking very good. I think that he is going to make it his second win of the season on the second straight road course race.
That is a pretty good pick. Reddick just spanked the field in qualifying, out-qualified basically everyone in the final round by a couple tenths. So pretty impressive pick. But with my pick, a little bit more obvious choice. It was interesting that you mentioned that he's not where he wants to be. Starting 8th place, Chase Elliott. That is pretty interesting when you say you're not doing good in 8th place. Chase Elliott has performed well. He has a lot of momentum on his side. Even running at Loudon, he's one of his worst tracks. He still finished 2nd. Chase Elliott, I am picking to win. Dawsonville pool room. Siren's probably going to go off again. Steven, it was great to have you here previewing Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And from everyone here at Frontstretch.com, make sure to subscribe and have a great race weekend. Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check one of those 2 videos out that we have right beside you. Visit Frontstretch.com for more great content.